Hi everyone, my name is Anushka Bandara. I am the CEO of Elegant Media. To stay updated, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Let me start by telling you all about Franklin Training. Franklin Training was established by Elegant Media in 2020 to help both our internal teams and external customers upskill themselves to deliver mobile app development. Today, we have customers from all around the world that use Franklin Training to help them learn mobile app development. If I were to tell you about Elegant Media was established in 2010, and today we count over 12 years of experience as Australia's leading mobile app development company. We offer software and technology solutions to a global customer base, including startups, multinationals, and governments. We have operation in Australia, New Zealand, Sri Lanka, and United States of America, and our core development teams are based in Sri Lanka with a team of over 100 talented software engineers. About apps. If we were to talk about mobile apps, the first mobile application in the world came about in 2007 following the release of the first iPhone. Since then, mobile apps have grown at an incredible pace, and this growth is set to continue at least till 2028. Mobile apps have become part of our modern digital lives, and we all use them pretty much every single day of our lives. Some of the biggest mobile apps in the world, including Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, Twitter, and TikTok. Global spending across iOS and Google Play last year was 133 billion, and consumers downloaded 143.6 billion apps. The demand for software engineers is constantly growing, and this is one of the reasons Franklin Training is offering these courses absolutely free of charge to all Sri Lankans. At the present, IT services as an export generates 1.5 billion US dollars for the local economy. I believe we can easily make this into 3 billion US dollars by 2025, and these courses offer all Sri Lankans the chance to become qualified software engineer. Benefits. If I were to take you through some of the benefits of following this free training from Franklin Training, firstly, you can enjoy free access to the Franklin Training platform. Thirdly, as a software engineer, you can open the door to a world of opportunities. You can migrate if you wish to continue to remain in Sri Lanka and get paid in US dollars as a freelancer or by working for an overseas company. This way, you can earn a salary similar to your friends who are currently overseas right from home. As a software engineer, you can enjoy a global career right across the world. More details on the Flutter course. The Flutter course is designed for those wanting to learn Flutter, the world's leading hybrid mobile app development platform. What equipment do you need? For Flutter course, a good internet connection, a Windows, Mac or Linux computer, an Android or an Apple smartphone is preferred but not essential. On average, user can complete this course within 4 weeks. However, we are providing free access for 6 weeks. If you still require more time to complete the course, you can do so by subscribing for a further 1 month through the dashboard. This paid subscription also provides candidates with the access to a mentor support. So if you get stuck or have any question, you can always reach out for support from a qualified mentor. We will now show you all the basic information on how to get started using the Flutter course.
You'll receive an invite to the email address you submitted to complete your course registration. If you don't see the email in your inbox, check your spam or junk email folders. Sometimes the email will go to other email tabs such as the promotions or the social tabs. In the email, there will be a link to complete your registration. These links expire within 48 hours, and please complete your registration within this time. If the registration is not completed within the deadline, you won't be able to take part in this batch. On the registration form, enter your first and last name. Your email address will be filled in automatically. Enter a password. It is important that you enter a password that you can remember. Our team cannot recover or reset any lost passwords on your behalf. You'll be able to reset the password through your email only if required. This will take you to the course dashboard, and the courses that you have registered for will be visible on this page.
Hello and welcome to Franklin Training. This is likely one of the first lessons that you're watching as a new student. So this video is all about some points to help you get up and running. First, we're going to familiarize you with the Franklin Training learning environment, and specifically that's the My Learning dashboard. The My Learning dashboard contains tracks, courses, and lessons, and we'll unpack what they all mean in this video. We're going to show you how to mark lessons as complete so that you can move through courses. And we're also going to show you how to send feedback to improve the current and future content. And we'll also point out the characteristics of quality feedback. And lastly, we'll dive in and show you how the assessments work. So let's get stuck into it and switch across to the browser. Okay, so we're over here in the Chrome browser. I'm at the URL app.franklin.training, and you'll need to log in. You need to use your login credentials and hit that login button. Okay, this is your dashboard here, and to get back to this page, all you need to do is press the dashboard button. But more interesting for you and where all your learning is in this My Learning section. So we'll just dive into that. You can just access that menu on the left-hand side. Here in the My Learning section, we have these cards, and these cards, they're just tracks. And a track is just specific Franklin Training terminology. And essentially, a track just corresponds to a level of competency within a topic. And when you master all skills within a track, well, then you achieve that level of competency. For instance, when you're first assigned to tracks, you may be assigned some entry-level tracks. And as you step your way up the competency staircase on your way to mastery, which would be some of the final learning tracks that you'd be going through. Now, in terms of how many tracks for mastery, that number, it varies. As you can see here, we've got 2 tracks available to us. We've got a fast start track, and we've also got an iOS app development intermediate track. The ones that you see may well be different. Now, if you look on these cards, you'll notice that there are some itemized courses here. There's 2 courses, and we've got 4 courses for the intermediate track. So a course is really just a particular skill within a track. So this number 4, it might refer to 4 skills that you need to acquire to be able to master this particular track. And to gain competency for a particular track, well, then you've got to complete all of the courses. Let's click inside of our Fast Start development track here, and you can see that we've got 2 courses available to us. This is us focusing on this entry-level track. Now, this track is broken up into 2 courses. There's an iOS app development fast start and the REST API development fast start. And in order to gain mastery for this particular track, well, then you need to complete both of these courses. And then once you've completed those courses, then you've moved on to the next level that can be assigned to you. Now, as we can see in the course card, we've got a number of lessons that can make up a course. So let's explore that. Let's click inside of our iOS app development fast start. Here you've got a little bit of information that you can read about that course and a few of the reasons why you should learn this course and some of the things that you'll learn. If there are any prerequisites, then they'll be listed under the requirements heading. If you scroll down, you'll see that we've got a list here of all the lessons that are available to us. So what we can do is just go in and click on the first one, Welcome and Introduction. Now we're not going to watch this one together, but once you've watched it, it's important that you mark it as complete. When you mark it as complete, you'll see that we get this green check here, and then we can move on to the next lesson. I'm hoping that by the time you watch this, you'll be able to click this next button and it will take you to the next lesson. Now, as you start watching the lessons, you'll notice that there's a call to action at the end of that. And usually that's some kind of exercise that you can do to reinforce what you've just come across or what you've just heard. If we scroll down, there are also some lessons here that contain some coding challenges. These are sprinkled throughout the course. Now, just before we leave our lessons, I just want to draw your attention to this green send feedback button. Here at Franklin Training, we want to deliver courses that help you. That's why we exist. And we'd find it really helpful if you can provide feedback to help iterate through these courses and make them better than what they are. We realize that offering feedback, it's like a little bit extra that's added on to your learning load here. But it's a serious opportunity to contribute your ideas to help develop this platform and tailor it to your needs. So what does feedback look like? Well, it's good to send feedback if you didn't understand something. Just hit the button, here the green one, on the particular lesson and just let us know. If you want, you can also point to a specific time code and then that's brilliant. In future iterations of Franklin Training, you should be able to right click on this video and there should be a send feedback button here, but I don't have that feature just yet for me. It's also great to send feedback if you spot an error or if you've got an idea that you'd like to contribute. And if your feedback is just more general, then head over to this green send feedback button. And it's great to share with us what worked well for you in the course, or was there something missing, or maybe there was an improvement that you think we can make. Whatever the case, we want to hear about it. Okay, so that's enough about feedback. Once you've gone through and marked all your lessons as complete, you'll be at the end of the course, and that's where you can go and take an assessment. So we'll click on that now. Here we are on the assessment page, and it's really important that you look at the time allocation for this particular assessment. This is a fixed amount of time that you'll be allotted to complete the quiz or the assessment. Now, once you start the quiz or the assessment, that timer begins as well, and it elapses for 30 minutes, regardless of whether or not you're ready to complete it. So only start a quiz when you're in a distraction-free environment and you're ready to complete it. Now, to gain competency for a course, you need to get above 80% in that quiz. To begin the quiz, we just need to click the Start Quiz button. We're given an alert here, and yep, we'll go ahead and start this quiz. You can see we've got the time remaining, and this is ticking down. And these are all just multiple choice questions. You'll need to read through and choose the right answer. Sometimes there might be a little bit of a code snippet here provided for you, and then you'll need to use that information to help answer that question. And sometimes there are options where you need to check multiple options for that particular question. So here we've got radio buttons, and some questions, maybe we'll have this on page 2. No, there's only one page for this assessment. It's quite a short one, but yes, we might also have some check boxes that we can highlight or select for multiple options. So once you're done with the test, you just need to click I'm done to submit that test, and we'll just hit submit now. We'll say that's okay, and you can see here that we got 0%, and we still have the option to take the quiz because we got under 80%. For you to complete a course, you must get 80% or above. Now let's just start that quiz again, and you can see our time is ticking down. Let's say we navigate to a different area of franklin.training, or maybe even your browser crashes and you need to get back to the assessment. So what you need to do is just head to your learning again, follow the breadcrumbs back down to your course, all the way back down to the bottom to access your assessment. And you can see that the test is in progress and it was started 24 seconds ago and it's closing in 29 minutes. Now, if I just refresh this page, you'll see this started time update. You can see now it started 37 seconds ago. So this is firing along in the background regardless of whether or not it's open. If you scroll down, we can also see history of your completed tests as well. Now, it's important to note that some courses have more than one assessment, so be on the lookout for those. All right, that's all you need to get up and running as a student in Franklin.training. So let's pause here and recap to see where we've been. At the end of each lesson, you're going to see a screen like this, and this is just to recap the main points and the main takeaways that this lesson covered. So for us in this particular video, we know now that we need to finish all the lessons and assessments to complete a course. And that means that we need to finish all the courses to complete a track on the pathway to mastery. You know that you've got to complete those assessments in the allotted time and achieve at or above 80%. And it's really important to send feedback because that's going to help us improve the platform. Send us feedback on what works and what doesn't, and to help create this course to meet your learning needs. Now, what you've just seen is the typical format of a lesson. In that format, there'll be an introduction, some content, a summary, and usually an action to take. The action for you to take in this lesson is to get busy with Franklin.training. Enjoy your learning journey, and I'll see you in another lesson.
More details on both courses. Just to give you a basic outline for all Franklin training courses. They are developed by industry-leading teachers and academics. The courses are presented in English. You can follow the course anytime at your convenience. All the courses are based on the self-learning concept, and in addition, you would be expected to do your own research and study and revision as well. You have to finish one section to go to the next section. There's no support included. We have tried to answer all the important questions in the FAQ on our website, and we'll update them in the future. As I mentioned earlier, if you need mentor support, you can obtain this by subscribing to Franklin Training. If you have any technical issues such as errors or problem with your credentials, you can send an email to support@franklin.training and we will get back to you. We have thousands of students taking this course. Please communicate with us only via the support@franklin.training email address, and we will try to respond as soon as possible. If you try to contact us from other methods, you will not get a response as they are managed by other teams. Value of the courses. We have invested a lot of money and effort to build these courses. You will find this material start from very basics but goes into depth beyond what you will see on other courses in Sri Lanka. Because this is the knowledge you need to be successful in a commercial job. Our own internal staff use these courses as well as they have employees from other companies using this material for their daily work by paying thousands of dollars per month. You are going to get completely free access to this material, so value it and use it well to build your successful career in mobile app development. Just because you get access to material, you won't become successful. You need to do the work by yourself to get the results. If you obtain at least 80% of above in the final assessment, then you will be invited for further technical tests and interviews. If you are successful, then you can join Elegant Media as a Flutter or iOS software engineer. Next steps. You will receive your login credentials very shortly. If anyone has any further questions, you can communicate with us only via support@franklin.training email address. So I would like to bring this orientation session to close by thanking all for your interest and participation and wish you all the best and good luck. Thank you.